Halo is in a really weird spot right now. And it's probably obvious that Halo hasn't been doing so hot lately. And not even just lately, but for a while now. Which is really no surprise considering 343 gave us 3 dogshit mainline Halo games in a row. 3 for 3. And in this video, I'm not here to recap Halo's history and explain how Halo ended up in this situation. I think how Halo got here is pretty obvious to a lot of people by now, but a thought popped into my head recently. And this is nothing new. Many people may have already been aware of this. It's also possible some people didn't realize this. And it's actually pretty disgusting to think about and embarrassing on 343's part. And that is, come October 27th of this year, that will mark a decade since the release of Halo 5. And so, if we don't get a new mainline Halo game by October 27th of this year, that will mean that we got one mainline Halo game in a decade. Like, like, what the fuck? What the fuck even is that? Now, of course, October is still several months away, but I think it's highly unlikely we get a new mainline Halo game by then, and I mean highly unlikely, especially considering that the next Halo game hasn't even been announced. The next Halo game could be 1, 2, 3 years out. We don't know. So by the time we get the next mainline Halo game, it may end up that Halo Infinite was the only mainline Halo game released in 12 years. And to put things in perspective, from the release of Halo CE to the release of Halo Reach, that was only 8 years, 9 months. Almost 10 months, but technically 8 years, 9 months. That means in 8 years and 9 months, we got Halo CE, Halo Custom Edition, Halo 2, Halo 2 Vista, Halo 3, Halo Wars, Halo 3 ODST, Halo Reach. In 8 years and 9 months. And come October 27th of this year, that'll be a decade where we got one mainline Halo game and a spin-off Halo game, Halo Wars 2. And the arcade game Halo Fireteam Raven, if you want to count that. That is absolutely fucking terrible. And it's not even like the current mainline Halo game, Halo Infinite, is some kind of incredible Halo game with incredible live service support. I actually think Halo Infinite is pretty fucking bad. Even now, after the game has been improved and content has been added, it's still a pretty fucking bad game. Don't want to get into all that in this video, because I could talk about that for a while. And when it comes to the live service of Halo Infinite, 343 announced some time ago that they were scaling back support for Halo Infinite, and they're going to focus on future projects. I don't know if they actually said scaling back support verbatim, but they talked about ending the seasonal updates and doing smaller content updates or something like that for Halo Infinite. And overall, I don't think Halo Infinite's live service support has been as significant as it is in other video game franchises. Now, personally, I don't think Halo needs live service support for a Halo game to thrive. I think a Halo game can thrive for a long time just by being a great Halo game. I think releasing a good, complete Halo game and dropping like 3 DLC packs over the course of that game's life cycle before the next game releases is fine. Some people act like the reason Halo Infinite failed or Halo Infinite is in the spot it's in is because of the lack of support, the updates aren't good or as big as they should be or as frequent. I don't think that's the reason Halo or Halo Infinite specifically is in the situation it's in. I think it has more to do with not getting a new good mainline Halo game since 2010. I think it has more to do with that. Yeah. And also, if we just look at Halo Infinite on its own, there's a lot of things about that game that suck ass. Like it's not just that we haven't got a new mainline Halo game in a while. It's not just that 343's been giving us dogshit Halo games for a long time. Halo Infinite isn't even a great Halo game. I said I didn't really want to get into Halo Infinite and why I feel that game is dogshit. But I will mention one thing. The maps. So many of the maps in Halo Infinite are absolutely fucking terrible. And multiplayer maps, especially in a game like Halo, are very important. And just to put in perspective how much I hate a lot of Halo Infinite's maps, I'll say this. Even if every aspect of Halo Infinite, except for the maps, was better than any other Halo game that came before it, like the campaign, the custom games, the theater, everything, the gameplay, all of it is way better than every Halo game that came before it, it would still be hard for me to enjoy that game with how dog shit those fucking maps are. I think a lot of people look at Halo Infinite's maps and some people like them. Others might look at Halo Infinite's maps and think to themselves, well, they're not great, but I don't think they're that bad. They are fucking terrible. Livefire, dog shit. Aquarius, dog shit. Bazaar, dog shit. Streets, dog shit. Recharge, dog shit. And the list goes on. Obviously, people can have different opinions. I'm not saying it's a fact that those maps are bad, but I definitely feel like they are terrible maps, and I have my reasons. And in this video, I don't want to spend a ton of time explaining why those maps are as bad as they are. I could do that in a different video. I have a video on my channel talking about the Halo Infinite maps and why I think they're bad. I may not have covered everything in that video, but it's a pretty long video. Now, Halo Infinite released at the end of 2021, and not only have we not gotten a new Halo game since then, the next Halo game hasn't even been announced. And despite all that, some people, not everyone, not a lot of people, but some people seem hopeful about Halo's future. All things considered. Or maybe these things aren't considered. Now, maybe these people haven't realized that it's been almost a decade and we haven't gotten a new mainline Halo game. Maybe they haven't realized that Infinite's been out for over 3 years now and the next mainline Halo game hasn't even been announced. Maybe they're not thinking about these things. But if you are aware of all that and you are still hopeful about Halo's future, good for you. When you look at other video game franchises, some of them do the yearly release thing, like Call of Duty. Some of them do the we'll release a new game every few years thing, like what Halo used to do. And some studios do the live service thing, where they support one game for a long time without releasing any new games. Now, 343, they're not doing the release a new game every year thing. They're not doing the release a new game every few years like Halo used to do thing. And the live service thing, I don't even think they're doing a good job at that. I think overall the live service support for Halo Infinite has been very underwhelming. And there's a bunch of things that came to Halo Infinite in the form of a live service update, but they're things that should have been in the game at launch. So I do not count that as live service content at all. Now, that's more so them finishing the game and adding what should have been there from the start. They were also pretty slow at adding new developer-made maps to the game. I think it's fair to argue that their recent updates for Halo Infinite have not been as big as their previous seasonal updates for the game. They've done some pretty lazy things like reusing the assault rifle model, tweaking it a little bit, and calling it a new gun. Same thing goes for the rocket launcher and how they repurposed that and called it the fuel rod spanker, whatever the fuck it is. And when I say lazy, to be clear, I'm not saying that the people that worked on those guns are lazy. If I did feel that way, I'd have no problem saying that. I just mean the overall design of those guns is lazy. Like the fact that that is a reused assault rifle model with some tweaks, but you can still recognize it as the assault rifle. And then the same thing goes for the Spanker rocket launcher. They reused that for the fuel rod spanker, but you can still see the Spanker rocket launcher DNA in this new fuel rod gun. Like I already covered, studios have different development strategies with their games. Again, some do the live service thing, some do the yearly release thing, some release a game every few years. And then you have 343. And their strategy seems a little more unique. They give us Halo 4. About 3 years later, they give us Halo 5. About 6 years later, they give us Halo Infinite. And it's been over 3 years since the release of Infinite, and they haven't even announced the next mainline Halo game. I say mainline Halo game, but they haven't announced the next Halo game, period. There are rumors that the next Halo game is a CE remake or remaster of sorts. There's rumors that it'll be campaign only. And if it is true that it is a CE remake and it's campaign only, well, that's not what you would typically expect in a mainline Halo game, so I don't even know if you could consider that the next mainline Halo game. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this and put all that in perspective. It's fucking wild. It is wild how far Halo has fallen. And it's such a fucking shame. You know, some people will say, oh, just get over it, move on, Halo's dead. And like, I want to be clear, I'm not like stuck on Halo thinking it's going to recover, thinking it's going to be as successful and as popular as it once was. I'm just talking about it, sharing my thoughts. I mean, I do still play Halo, but I enjoy Halo. And I haven't found another game that comes anywhere close to being a good replacement of Halo. Recently, I went back and I played some of the older original Halo games, like original Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach, and I had a ton of fun doing so. And even now, after everything that's happened with Halo, I could still absolutely, thoroughly enjoy a new, good Halo game. It like that ship hasn't sailed. Like, I still enjoy Halo, and I could enjoy a new Halo game. And yeah, even though I can go back and play MCC or even the original games like Halo 2 through Insignia, Halo 3 through Project Sunrise, I can play Halo Reach through Project Sunrise, or with Halo 3 and Reach, you can still play custom games because those weren't shut down. But going back and playing these games that don't have a lot of people on them, and sometimes it could be hard to find games and you can't find games in certain playlists. It's just not the same as having a brand new good Halo game that's populated and I can hop on and I can search all these different playlists and I can get into games quick. It's not the same thing. Like, some people will just say, oh, just go back and play those older games then if you want to. But with some of those games, the matchmaking servers are shut down, and yeah, there might be workarounds to play those games, but there's not a lot of people playing them. And MCC exists, but the games within MCC are not the same as their originals, and I enjoy the original games significantly more than their MCC counterparts. And in MCC, I've been unable to find games in all the playlists I'd like to find games in, and MCC is an older Halo game at this point, and there's not a ton of people playing that game either. But anyways, to anybody out there that likes to say, oh, well, if you like the older games so much, just go play them. You don't sound smart. You're not making a good point. You just sound like an idiot. Out of all the different video game franchises out there that I'm aware of, I think Halo is one of, if not the very worst, to fall off like it has. Because Halo is such a unique game, and I haven't found another game that is a good alternative to Halo. I mean, Halo, there's just so much to love in Halo. There are so many different components that make up a Halo game. Campaign, theater, Forge, and then even the multiplayer itself. It's not all the same because you have all the custom games and big team battle, vehicle combat, non-vehicle combat, the 4v4, competitive. Like, there's just so much. There's so much variety in a Halo game. And it's very unique. But anyways, I think I'm going to end it there. I said what I wanted to say, and I think it's likely that we will hit a decade where only one mainline Halo game was released. Absolutely disgusting. Anyways, that's going to do it for this one. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.